If I could do only one thing for you, it's to tell you that protection of your nervous system is the most important thing that you can do. Hello everyone. I'm doing a Mindset Monday. This is inspired by a chapter in my book that I just finished doing the final revisions on yesterday. I spent quite a few hours working on my book yesterday. It was a great time because it's hot outside. The topic of the chapter is your mindset, especially coming into midlife and perimenopause and how we're approaching that. It has everything to do with it. How we perceive it, how we move about it. Your mindset about what it means to get older will determine the actions that you take. If you believe that this is a decline, that this is the end, that there's nothing to be done, if you believe those people out there that tell you that it's just normal aging, there's nothing you can do about it, you won't do anything about it, will you, if you believe that? If, however, you decide in your mind that this is just a new chapter, this is a new exciting chapter in your life, and it gets to be your next greatest adventure, whatever that means for you. There are women in their 40s who are starting businesses, who are changing careers, who are leaving toxic relationships, who have children that are moving out of the house, who have aging parents that they're taking care of, who are traveling the world, who are reinventing themselves, not just in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, in their 70s, in their 80s. It doesn't matter. It's just a number. It's just a number. There are women who've never picked up a weight in their life and start weightlifting in their 50s or 60s and then go on to compete in bodybuilding and or powerlifting and win because nobody else is doing it at that age. It's actually easier to win as you get older because so many people give up. All you have to do is keep going and keep trying. You don't have to be the smartest, you don't have to be the fittest, you don't have to be the prettiest, you don't have to be anything except persistent and just keep going. You don't give up until the big man upstairs calls you home, or however you want to see it. Your life isn't over until it's over. So you keep going. The one thing that will absolutely bring you down, make you older, make you look more frail, and manifest all those things that you're scared about is you stop trying, you stop moving, you give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And I know for some of you, because believe me, I know, because you come to me, you're sitting across from me, virtually or otherwise, in my clinic, and you're telling me that you are just beside yourself. And it's been years and you don't know what else to do. That it's not working anymore. And you can't seem to figure it out because what you used to do doesn't work anymore. But you're here, aren't you? You're still freaking here. Even with all the crap that you've been through, even with all of the symptoms that you have and all of the BS that people have been telling you about, you just have to suck it up and this is just the way it is and all your labs are fine and you're still here. You're a fighter. I don't even know you, but I know that about you. Because you're here. Right? You've been through it. Mindset is everything. We can get into the neuroscience of it, of manifestation and all that, and quantum physics, and it's a thing. There are things that are beyond us, that are beyond what we can touch and feel and actually see with our very limited vision, by the way. There's more to it. And hard things are part of it. And it's never about what happens around us or even to us. It's what we do with that. It's what we choose to do with it. When I was going through some serious issues with my body and my energy and not getting answers, I chose to use that. I chose to use that journey to then turn around and help other women who are experiencing similar things, being dismissed, being told that your labs are fine when you feel awful and you can't possibly function. How can you show up for your job, for your clients, your patients, for your family, for yourself, when you got nothing left in the tank. I lived like that for years and pushed through, because that's what you're supposed to do. You just push through until you can't anymore. So many women are in that boat. Men too. But we're talking about perimenopause women here, so. But there are actual chemical changes that your thoughts can create in your body. And nothing that you see out here in this 3D world was created without it being first created in the mind. We had to think of it first. So that creativity, and there is creativity to be had in caring for your body, in moving through this phase of your life. There is another side to this, and we can't go back. We don't have the technology yet. And you don't want to. This is a whole journey. It's the whole point. It's to move through these parts of your life and to discover the next thing. And that should be exciting and invigorating. And I know if you're in the middle of it, the messy middle, it doesn't feel like that right now. It feels like desperation. And God, I just need this to be over. I need to be able to get back to me. We're never going to go back. We're going to move forward. We're going to find a new version that is our best version of ourselves at this point in our lives for our future self. That should be the goal, in my opinion. So that is all of, chapter 7 that I worked on yesterday. That's what that's all about. Maybe that should have been one of the first chapters, but I go more into what is perimenopause, what's going on with your body, and then the basics of, honestly, body care. So before we can even get our minds right, sometimes we have to actually move our bodies. They are one and the same, guys. We can't take these two things apart. You die. So it's all connected. Your brain is connected to your body is connected to your brain. And the vagus nerve, we could get into it. But you got to figure out what needs to come first. Sometimes you do need to work on your brain first. Sometimes you need to work on your mind first. So do that. And I do that first thing in the morning when I get up. I have my water first, and then I have my coffee, and usually at least a snack, if not a meal, depending on when my workout's going to be. I like to work it in the morning because that's when my energy is best, and my body is the most important thing. Without taking care of this vessel, I cannot do the work that I came here to do. It has to come first. And that's something that has taken me a really long time to prioritize. Oh, sorry, I'm sweaty. I'm in the sweat box. And this is part of my recovery. So I did my workout. But first thing in the morning is body hydration. Get my coffee in, which is like my soothing drink. Do I need the caffeine? Probably not, but I do have my coffee. And my snack, and then I sit down and I watch something that is inspirational, that is about mindset, about rewiring, something like that, and then a journal. And I do this pretty much every morning. Not every morning. My husband gets up with me, then I'm like, all right, we're gonna watch something else that he wants to watch. But pretty much every morning, especially those that are quiet on my own, that's what I do. And then once I get myself centered, because it's so common, especially in perimenopause, you wake up and you have that anxiety is already there, right? So let's calm it back down. Remind the body and the brain we're okay. And maybe you don't have time for that. Maybe you don't even have 5 minutes to journal. Maybe all you have time for is while you're doing whatever you're doing for your morning routine, you just have time to breathe. Just take some intentional breaths and bring it back into the somatic, into the visceral, into your body, into the now, and just take some breaths. It resets your nervous system. If I could do only one thing for you, it's to tell you that protection of your nervous system is the most important thing that you can do. I think about that so much now. And it's a completely different mindset from what I used to have, which was the go, hustle, I got to do all the work, I got to get all these things done, just like running from the moment I get up until I go to sleep, which I, would struggle with, right? And perimenopause only makes that worse. Those changes to your hormones, you have those hormone receptors in your brain, in your body, in your gut. So if you're having symptoms, you're not imagining it. It really is worse than it used to be. Your capacity to cope with things and to calm yourself down and to stay steady, your executive functioning, it really is under stress right now with those changes in progesterone and estrogen and even testosterone. It's all affecting it. You're right. Yes. It's also exacerbating so many other things. So it's not just here, take some hormones and I'll fix it. I wish it was that easy, but it's not usually. Usually there's so many other things that are contributing to us. We need to address all of those things. And that's why I talk about these things. I talk about mindset. I talk about nutrition. I talk about diet because it is absolutely the foundation. We talk about sleep, how important that is. What is interrupting your sleep? Is it because you're low on progesterone? Or is it because your stress is through the roof and your job sucks and you need to take a serious hard look at your life and go, is this what I want? You get to do that. You get that ability. I had to do that. I left a very cozy, very well-paying position with a hospital system to go out and venture on my own and build this practice and create my own schedule that worked better for me and my nervous system and how I operate. And it's still hard. I'm still working on it. It's not easy, but the change that I've seen in my physiology has been dramatic. Now I've got other stressors that are self-induced that I'm working on, and this is a process. But I made the choice, as hard as that was. And I had support, and not everybody has support the same way that I had and have support. And I do appreciate that. But it was just more the principle of the thing. It's getting creative. It's taking a hard look and going, okay, this is what everyone says it has to be. Why does that have to be my truth? I get to decide what my life looks like. I get to decide what my truth is. And again, not everyone is in a situation like, I'm a white girl in America. I am privileged. I recognize that. I am married to a man who has a steady government job. We are lucky and privileged and in a certain situation where we can make this happen. But I have also seen, you can find countless examples of people who were in much worse position who made it happen. So if you're capable of so much more is my point. No matter what your circumstances are, you are capable of more. You are capable of changing things to what you want them to be. It's not gonna be easy. If it was, everyone would do it, right? But your perception of what reality is, of what your options are, of what is or is not true for you, we can work with that. So anyways, the book will be out here very, very soon. I'm almost done. I'm going to do some more editing today. I'm refocusing on that. Things like to pull you away. So where is your focus and your energy going that's being leaked like crazy? Step one, mindset in the morning, breathing, something to connect yourself back in, get that anxiety under control again, and remind yourself that you're okay. Step two, hydration and fueling your body properly. Step three is then movement, exercise. I like to do the vibration plate before I get going, which is not like a fancy one, by the way, guys. It's from Amazon, like $125. It's not crazy fancy. I do that because it just gets things loosened up. It makes my body feel better, gets some circulation going. I do my physical therapy movements to kind of prime my body, and then I go and do my workout, which is only like 45 minutes. And every time, like, you know, this time I was doing single leg RDLs, Romanian deadlifts with a kettlebell. Last time I did 10 reps last week. This week I did 11 reps. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but those little tiny habits over time is what builds us up. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be these, you know, all or nothing things. You start where you are and then slowly incrementally, as you can feel it, increase. Last week, I was not feeling it. My body was stressed out. I actually ended up getting sick. Today, I'm feeling a lot better. And you just do that. Every time you step into the gym, you just go, where am I at today? We work with where we're at today. And that's all you are being asked to do. And that's enough. So you do that, you take care of your body, you do your self-care, you shave your legs, okay? Not because anyone expects you to have shaved legs. It's for you. You do your self-care for you. If you want to put on makeup for you, you do it. If you don't, then don't. Like, you don't have to do any of the things, but do it for you. If it feels like self-care, if it feels like I'm taking care of my body, then do that. Because again, this is your one vessel. And it's really, really important. It makes you a better contributor to whatever it is you're here to do. It helps you to show up. You're more effective. You don't have to work those long hours. It was never freaking required. You get to show up and be your best self and be super freaking productive within a short period of time. And you don't have to burn yourself out. They didn't tell us. That was never required. Burnout is not required to be successful, to be worthy, to be loved. It's not freaking required. Holy crap. Nobody told me that. I had to learn that the hard way. And then that connection too. So build that into your day. Whatever that connection may look like with another human being that's not on your freaking phone. I love you guys and I'm glad you're here. Telephone people, get off your phone and go talk to somebody. Look them in the eyeballs. That's so important. We were not made to have all of our interactions on a cell phone or via a screen. We're supposed to be in front of each other. And you don't have to like make a huge event out of every night or anything like that, but just the people in your life, put the phone down, all right? These are my tips for you for today. So I am going to go continue on my journey of my day, work on my book, work on myself, work on my business, take care of my patients, and have my connection tonight with my husband and my dogs and my cat, and then start again tomorrow. And if today's hard for you, if this weekend was a lot for you, if you are feeling like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, remember how strong you are. Remember that every time you breathe, you're being held. Your body's got you. It wants to heal. It wants to be balanced. We just gotta take a step back, take a breath, and decide what we want our lives to look like. And then go find it. It's out there, all around you. All right, you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Hope that was good for your mindset. If you have any questions about perimenopause, menopause, the care that we give here at Antigravity Wellness, we operate in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We're finishing up that process there in Idaho. And we're also working on credentialing with Primera Blue Cross to start taking insurance on that for a very basic care for menopause. Not our full-fledged packages because those are functional medicine. They're not covered by insurance. But we do take HSA, FSA, and we offer super bills. So some of you that do have really nice plans like Primera do actually get a decent reimbursement from what my patients have told me. Others like Cigna, apparently it's terrible, but insurance is insurance. Like everyone's plans are different even within the same company. So that's something you need to look into. But if you are really looking for help, I'm here for you. I want to help you in whatever capacity that may be. Maybe you just follow along and get, soak in all of the free information you can and use that to help yourself to be your own advocate. Maybe you do come into the practice. Maybe you come into like our 21-day flat belly challenge, which is going on right now and is on sale for this month. And that helps jumpstart you and get you some more tools to help you. Or maybe that's your next step is you take our readiness questionnaire and come into the practice and I help with your hormone care. any of those paths are perfect. It's whatever you need, I'm here for you. All right, have a good rest of your day.